Again with another Money League game, man. I don't know if I'm going to make the playoffs, but we're going to play it
It's
off.
the National Football League.
Definitely going to play it out,
Sports.
Man. My boy Say So League. I'm actually playing the nigga right now. Gotta get him dirty. Gotta do him dirty, man. The nigga Say So League.
And we are underway from NRG
Let's
Stadium
go.
in Houston. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. First play, here's Cousins.
Oh,
and
boy.
his first look is incomplete.
It's not like
this
that,
Baltimore
boy.
defense. This crew against the pass issues at times.
He
Right,
must
number
be a little
24,
rusty or
Charles, in
something.
the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
In motion right, that's Metcalf. Cousins going to bat it forward here on the jet sweep.
Oh, they're going to let him get past him.
Before being tackled. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard
He would never
pickup.
break my man Crosby like that, bruh. Not never.
Running from the gun,
Damn.
Henry. Sheds off the tackle.
I'm ass, man.
Past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. There's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
Yo, that was my
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The
Still
Texans
too
at 9-6 now.
God,
They were winners their last
second.
time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so
What
much
the
about
fuck
football,
is
partner, comes
this?
down to mindset. Being in the right frame
This
of
nigga
mind
in
in the
his
best way
motherfucking,
to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them.
OG
That
drip
is gonna be
shit.
tough to beat in this one.
7
my
yards there,
God.
first down.
This nigga hit me
With
with
these
the
run-pass
OG trip.
options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well,
That
having
shit
a
works
talented
too,
wide
unbelievable.
receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays
He
downfield.
got that
That's
motherfucking
a
thing
good
with him
hard running
folding
there
on
as
his
he'll push
pitch. I
his
see
way
that.
forward
See
for
that.
about 5.
Had to cut his
Granted,
ass
5
like a
yards
fucking
on that
jujitsu.
run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure
Yeah.
you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit.
Nah, I know what
Hard
it
to
is. I
move
can't
those
hit stick
300-plus
this nigga.
pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now an end around his Cousins will just pop this forward.
Oh my God!
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it with
The
an
fuck?
eyelash. Dropped it to 1.
You done fucked
That's
up.
good
I
for
can't
a
even let
first
you
down,
score
his
now.
second
All right,
catch of the opening drive. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans.
Good
Derrick
drive, man. Gotta
Henry
get it to you. Good
with
drive.
another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Texans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Let's go.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
You need this to make the playoffs.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
You might be done, bruh. That's why you was concentrating on that drive so hard. Okay. Now I know. Niggas, we're going some motherfucking...
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Damn. He coming out like that.
First carry for Nick Chubb.
Oh.
And he
He's
went
supposed to spin
nowhere.
back
They'll lose
inside.
yardage back to the 29. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Hey, look at the defense for these Texans.
You know,
They
but
were
you don't
terrific
know.
last week in the victory
You don't
over
know.
Kansas City.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
Mike Johnson on football's out. On one of the linebackers has got it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Some guys just have a knack for creating turnovers. He's got a little bit of that going. He forced a fumble last week, another one there.
And it just drives teams crazy because they realize that certain guys, as you said, have that knack, and they're trying to keep them away from the action, away from the ball. But the best ones have that overwhelming desire, that overwhelming need to get to the football and make it happen, and that he does.
A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Nah, I'm playing spot. I got to hit him low. I got to hit the nigga low.
Open there was closed pretty
Break
quickly.
that nigga
And that's
ankles.
because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage,
Break
held
that
their
nigga ankles,
spot,
man.
and stacked him up.
Gets it to Hardman. A jet sweep. And he'll
Break
take
this
down
nigga
just
ankles,
shy of the
man.
25-yard
We ain't going for that
line.
shit no more, bruh.
Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. That's caught outside by Hardman.
Nigga playing me like a bot. Come on.
He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
If this were
you
baseball,
gonna do?
we call this small ball. Instead
You
of pushing it
gonna do?
downfield,
One
they throw a
receiver?
short pass trying to pick up the first
Damn,
down.
you
The
going with
defense
Henry
rallies
like
to the
that?
football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the
Damn, for
field.
real?
They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Ooh, good fucking shit, bitch. Yeah, dang.
Houston.
Good fucking
Mark
RPO,
Andrews,
man. That
his
shit
6th
burnt me up.
touchdown of the season. And the Texans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Dang.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside. They give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards. And boy,
Right,
did he
come on.
come through, bowling his way
Come
into the
on,
end zone.
offense. We got to
after the
get a
nice
fucking
catch.
possession down. They just fucking got me on my fumble.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
Already?
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
You say what happened? Hey, they already gave it to your ass. How many you need?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too. And I think we're all starting to wonder with this early deficit, what will that do to the play calling? Do they feel like they have to be more aggressive? Because they're throwing to start the drive here, but it winds up incomplete.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. And it's incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, they ask a lot out of these guys.
Can't catch,
block
man.
and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Dang.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw McCarthy. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Antonio Johnson. Inside the 20. And they will finally get it, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. In motion right, that's Metcalf. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. Oh, and this one, that may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on
dirty
him
in Houston
as they have on any runner in recent memory. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. They'll run it again with Henry. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. They'll run for it with Henry.
Oh, my God.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Henry. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll try the right side with Henry. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
To throw is Cousins. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
The Folks' kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, Charles, I think you'd have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
But
the Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Doctor.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
Niggas throwing that shit everywhere but to the niggas right
2nd
now.
and 10.
These niggas can't catch shit. I can't get a first down.
McCarthy off the play fake.
Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds
Damn,
across the
they
30-yard
doing me
line.
dirty, man.
The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for the first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb.
And Chubb fighting, but nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped short of that first
No
down
motherfucking
marker.
way, man.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Dang. Pick your place, say so. What you doing, man?
They'll run for it.
What the fuck was that?
So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here?
Laid down,
Give us some
man.
explanations.
I can't believe that shit right there.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. But officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good.
I need another stop. I need another fucking field goal.
They did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
They set up the screen for Henry. And
Hey.
take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Derrick Henry. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Texans are able to widen their lead here in this first half. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Oh, I can't get a motherfucking break,
after his
man.
guys put 6
crazy,
on the board.
Man. I can't catch a break. God dang.
Taken at the goal line. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Audible, bro. I be getting stuck in plays and shit. That should be crazy.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and a yard.
Chubb will get the call running left. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Put everybody out that bitch.
Now it's
5
2nd
wide.
and 10. Here's McCarthy.
Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he'll be tackled about
That shit is
2
weak
yards
as
shy
shit,
of the
man.
line
What
to
the
gain.
fuck
A
type of shit is
1-yard
Chubb
pickup
doing?
leads to 4th down. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. Nick Chubb stops short. And this Texans defense stands tall. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you punt the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
I ain't had my message.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
41 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
This shit, dog.
And he goes down, but
this
not
motherfucker just bounces
inside
off
the 25. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Cousins now. And this is incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Throw me one.
Cousins to throw it.
Look at this shit. That's crazy. What the fuck is going on?
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on fourth down conversions. And here we go again.
They better not ever, man.
Throwing his Cousins. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is a practice, a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left. More than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. McCarthy eluding the pressure right. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
And CD, that's the second time this half they've put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
You say that things even out in the course of a ball game, so you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to
I knew that shit was coming,
this
man.
offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
McCarthy operating from the gun.
And he'll be hit as he releases it And that'll fall incomplete.
So
another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season. Turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a comfort for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
A handoff, running left, Henry.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Cousins. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Cousins. And it's incomplete.
Bang, bang, man again, bitch.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
I ain't worried about it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Dang,
Move the pocket
20-7 to 0.
Bootleg, but nothing develops, and he's forced to just throw this one away.
Folks, kick is good.
And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Four seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And he's
Look about it, man.
Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
I done did it. These niggas, my receivers is trash on this fucking game. This team is trash. Fucking receivers.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Breaks through the contact. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Now McCarthy.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Now this big nigga going to outrun my fucking 94 speed
nigga. In the red zone at the 15.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half that's carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Draw play. This is Henry. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Second down, they go again with Henry.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Boy, I'm playing this game like some shit. That shit is crazy.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the 1st down. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Now Cousins on 4th down. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted.
Let me get something.
Off he goes.
Dang, a little bit of momentum.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
I needed that shit. Hey. Got that motherfucking 0.
Jake Moody now for the point after.
Nigga had me on 0.
It's up and good, and it makes it 27-7 now. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
Come on, defense, do something, man. Show them some motherfucking something right. Show them some good shit.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Can't hit stick this thing.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 3.
Again, it's Henry.
Now he's into the clear again.
And he is finally brought down at the Ravens 20.
121 yards rushing now. as he's done it on 22 carries.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Inside handoff, Henry.
Look at this shit, man.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Let this nigga get outside.
They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Cousins.
Nobody open. Nobody open, nigga.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but
Nobody
they'll say
open.
it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Running from the gun with Henry. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
Here's Henry. He's going to be marked down very close to the first down marker, but it looks like he's a yard short. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. They'll run. It's Henry.
No!
He's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They gave it to him in search of his 3rd touchdown, but he's denied, and the Ravens come up big down at their own goal
Chill,
line.
man. God damn. Chill, fool. Damn. My man said I'm about to blitz the shit out of you.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
This damn weak shit, man. That's it.
The race is on.
Well, you just kind of feel for
Fuck
him
this
right now.
game,
4
man.
interceptions,
Pass
and you can
interference and
almost see
shit,
through his
man.
face
I'm
mask.
sick of
There's
this
a lot
shit.
going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because
Look,
now
you niggas stop
he's
my
probably
man
doubting
from
himself a
running
little
in the
bit,
middle of
wondering
the
what
line.
adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's Cousins.
Thank you.
And it'll be intercepted.
Run that bitch back.
Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Ravens will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Playing like some shit. Fuck. Not this nigga doing all this shit on me.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford any more at this point.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
A first down carry for Henry.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it again with Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Arden Key, the ex-LSU Tiger, there on the stop.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. We are off to the 4th quarter here on this special Christmas Day broadcast. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Hey, a few good plays
in
ahead.
Houston.
Fucking
A lot
backfire.
of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The offense on 3rd down, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, Henry. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
And Brian Dable, with his background on offense, he's got a call ready, and they are going to go for it on 4th down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to wind up with a first down as he's able to even dive for a little extra yardage at the tail end there. Running left, it's Henry. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 180 yards rushing for him now in this one as he is closing in on 1,800 yards for the year. Henry is into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
But
Now Folk for the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
That's some shit. It's only one more game in this season, ain't it?
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And this return
whack
going to
ass
come to a
shit,
quick
huh?
end as he is belted at the end of that one.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately,
he's got a man complete.
Hey.
Look at the big man rumble. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Chubb. Going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Devin Duvernay, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Ravens get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Moody good with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down now to 22.
Rams sitting on 22, man.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Chris Barnes there on the stop.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon.
And the Texans are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is power.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Juwan Johnson, 59 yards. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Now Moody for the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down to 22.
Make that money.
So
dance.
Still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Man open downfield, it's Metcalf.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DK Metcalf, 43 yards. And the Texans up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
God dang.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the up.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Devin Duvernay.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Ravens are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
And they want to give me some shit like that.
Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback. But, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Man,
every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead. But at the same time, got it done. It'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick.
Make
it wasn't
that
anything
money
like that.
dance.
Just the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And he's going to get this inside.
It's all about the Benjamins. What?
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Now Cousins sees something. He's going to change this around.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Catch is made by Metcalf.
And he will be brought down with a 1st and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
I played a terrible game, man. Man, I don't want to hear that shit.
Now Cousins. And a third interception thrown by Cousins.
Let me get that.
Dropped by Chris Ball.
Ain't no challenge, nigga. You drunk.
And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to
That
the
shit
20.
dead.
So certainly a big mistake there, Charles. First and goal, and they throw the interception.
Oh, that's just agonizing for a team because you still got at least 2, maybe 3 downs in your pocket. So if it's not there on first down, there was no sense in trying to force something. Instead, they turn the ball over.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over.
Damn, Nico.
Give them credit. They're going to
Good
go
by
down
me.
fighting. That one, incomplete.
Throwing is McCarthy. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith.
Here's Smith now to return. And the Texans force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Throwing here, Cousins. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
There's a reason inside linebackers are often captains of a defense. They call the signals. They have the opportunity to affect the game in coverage, against the run, and, of course, on blitzes. Living in the best of both worlds here. Already has an interception. Now he gets to record a sack, too.
Make that money dance.
On play action, Cousins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, Cousins.
Yeah, this pass broken up.
Excellent box
there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That shit box,
Their
boy.
passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because
Ain't gonna punt.
that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
4th down, Cousins.
Fuck no.
A short throw caught by Andrews. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Where them niggas was at? Where
Ravens
them
going to
niggas
use
was
their
at?
final timeout.
Where them
as they
niggas,
get
where
the
them
stoppage
niggas,
with
where them
just under
niggas
50
was at?
seconds remaining in the 4th. Cousins here to throw.
Yet again, targeting and fighting Mark Andrews.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Oh.
The Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
I didn't know. I could throw a pick 6. I could throw a fucking pick 6.
They go play action. Cousins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
I gotta blitz more, bro. I don't blitz enough. I'm seeing that. I don't fucking blitz enough.
To the air again, it's Cousins. Catch is made by Hardman. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens.
Good game, man. Good game,
yards is the
man.
pickup there for number 17.
This league ain't. I'm doing better than other league.
Off the play fake, Cousins.
Okay.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Ain't no motherfucking way, boy.
DK Metcalf with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And the Texans are able to add on.
My man ran away from the ball.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Folk connects on the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't.
It got his man. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Texans scoop it. And some space here.
Hey, good game, man. I tried to pitch that bitch, man.
Charles, a lot of happy faces.
Appreciate y'all watching the motherfuckers.
Understandably, so not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ballgame.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.